This is a production. Drill TV.
Our jam on a Friday night, hanging out and doodling feels right. Our jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some art jam happen tonight.
Oh, hola amigos. Whoa, hold on. I forgot to mute the screen. Hola amigos. Welcome to Art Jam. I am Pedro Boyd, Texas Spanish, and we have Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder, with us. How are you, Zeus? I know my face might look a little different at the moment. It's a little naked. But Zeus, I think it was yesterday. My sister Shirley was saying something about the Greek gods and Zeus and stuff, and I can't remember what I said, and she like started singing the thing about the God of Thunder, and I was like, oh, she's heard me like she's heard me through the walls and stuff doing that, I guess. But yeah, I can be pretty loud. It's true. But hey, oh yeah. Let's see which way I need to go. Oh look here. Look at this cool spider. This cool new spider web thing we have. Courtesy of Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder. Thank you so much, Zeus. It looks cool. I put that glowing one up. Yeah. And hey, zombies in the chat, or welcome in, zombie. And tonight we're gonna do some doodling. I'm attempting a new schedule coming up. We'll see how it goes, but where Monday is Music Monday on YouTube. Tuesday's looking at cards here on Twitch. Wednesday is, of course, Pedro Boyd live as usual on Twitch music, and then Friday's Art Jam, and tomorrow morning is the Markout Mania Saturday morning podcast on YouTube. So we'll see how all that goes. We'll see. We'll see if I can pull it off. But, whoa. Well, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. I have to. It's weird. I have to do more stuff now that I'm on the partner thing. So, I already got interesting. I got like a super thanks on one of my videos. Yeah, it's interesting. I saw how much YouTube takes their cut is, how big a cut they get from the super thanks. It's kind of eye opening. I'll tell you this: they get more than 50%. I get less than 50%. I get like $2.45 roughly out of $5. So it's you know. It's interesting, right? Yeah, but yeah, but I'm only on partial monetization, so there's I'm getting some ad revenue, but it's like per 3,000 views. So it's like per 3,000. No, sorry, per 1,000 view. So I get ad revenue per 1,000 views. So. Right. Yeah. It's, it is spooky season. And let's see. I have this idea, but before I get going here, let me see. I have this idea. So recently, I was doodling this. What, in the last week or something? I was doodling this bat. Yes, yes. So I have this idea about doing sort of I don't know, like an art zine type of deal in the future about vampires. Um, and we'll see how that goes. But it was back in 2023 or so. I sort of messed around with doing an art book thing based on figure drawings. I think we talked about that recently, and I sort of put it all together in terms of the the pages and stuff. But I never you know I never there's been a lot of social media, especially on Instagram and stuff, has a lot of shadow banning on what's that thing on I'll think of it, on like nude art, like on figure drawings and stuff like that. And this was of that vein. Right. Right. And there's a long history of artistic nudes and stuff in fine arts and what have you. But in any event, I was like, well, I'm not going to mess with that to a certain degree, because if you can't promote it, I mean, what's the point? You couldn't like really. And since then, of course, I'm not sure it's too much if I want to actually print a physical book about anything anyways, because the costs are going to be so high. Right. Well, yeah. And the one I always look at is the one you told me about, Kablam. I always look at their deal. Yes. Oh, really? I kind of think it might be better just to do like just to release it digitally, especially with all the thing about tariffs and shipping and stuff at the moment. Right. Yeah. No, well, okay, I'm not. So, my idea is it's not drawing like sort of existing vampires. It's just I'm kind of making up vampires, and that's kind of the idea. And let's see, I did these very light blue lines that now I can barely see. I have bad eyesight, as some people are aware. Yeah, it's not great for. Do what? Yeah. I'm a little stubborn, as you know. I am. Oh no. Well, the prescription is basically never changes. Like I got these in 2014, I think. Is when I got these glasses I'm wearing now. Yeah, it's like 11 years ago. And well, but the thing is, the glasses I had before that, I had about 10 years as well. And the thing was, I thought when I was getting that prescription, I thought they were gonna give me like a new prescription. I thought, well, because my eyesight had been getting worse for a while at that point in 2014. By 2014, it had been getting worse for a while. So I thought, oh, my eyes gonna be worse. But then it was like the exact same prescription. I went after I did the examination and everything. It's the exact same prescription. Like there's really no difference. I can wear the glasses I had before. I still have them. I could put them on. They would look exactly like these. And I don't mean that the physically, the appearance. I mean the lens, the vision will look about the same, except it'll be more cloudier because they're older. But yes. I don't know who my favorite vampire is. I'm trying to think. I mean, I really like. Let's see. I do like Bela Lugosi, I guess, but I like right. Yeah, I'm trying to think like if it would be Dracula or someone else. Trying to think about like vampires in general because it's not really something I think about very often. You might think, I know it's gonna sound like, well, you're doing vampires, you must be into vampires. I don't really have necessarily this thing for vampires one way or another, but it just seemed like a good subject matter for wanting to do somewhat figurative looking people and be sort of horror themed. Because we know our fellow brother from another mother, James Extreme Sorno, he's been wanting me to do horror based stuff for a while. And so yeah, it has been on my mind like that I should do something horror based. Yeah. Yeah. Right. It had like, yeah. I'm just kind of doing little things here for the coffin. I don't usually do much with rulers if I can avoid it, but oh, okay. it's yeah, it's It's understandable. Now, I mean, see, I'd be real. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Yes. Who's your favorite vampire? Oh, okay, from Queen of the Damned. Um, I I have not seen that movie. I read the book, but I did not see the movie. Right. Oh God, Zeus, I apologize. I apologize.
For what?
I forgot to unmute the desktop audio. No one has been hearing you.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my God. Zombie said, "Are you talking to yourself or are you just not hearing Discord?" I was like, "Oh, what do you mean talking to myself?" And I'm like, "Hey, Zombie, I apologize. That's
Happy.
totally my fault. That was totally my fault. I didn't dot all my I's and those things.
Cross your T's, dot your
Yeah, I
I's.
crossed my T's, dot my I's.
Thanks for looking out for us, zombie.
Yeah, I apologize. That's my bad. I apologize, Zeus. Um, that was not. That was my bad. That was my bad. So, Zombie Zeus was asking me who's my favorite vampire. I didn't really have an answer for him, and he was saying, Zeus, what was your answer about your favorite vampire?
Akasha from Queen of the Damned.
And it was based off of Aaliyah's performance, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's just you know she was a stoner and she just looked great as being evil, and she had the double fangs, and it just I'd have let her bite me. you know but they had a good musical score on that one. I believe Corn and Disturbed, and because Lestat is
Oh yeah, he's like the singer
becomes
of a
a
band,
rock
and
star.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
yeah. She just
I can't think of who my favorite vampire is. I'm trying to think. I'm drawing blanks on it.
and there are so many like amazing brides of Dracula
Right, right.
throughout the years, especially those Hammer horror days, where they had um, just so many you know beautiful women, um, you know, with Peter Cushing or with
Christopher Lee.
um, Christopher Lee and Zombie. Who's your favorite vampire? See if Zombie will chime in the chat. Yeah, Escape at Dannemora is leaving Netflix, so I was
Oh,
watching it one more time.
is that show you're always suggesting, or?
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yeah.
where is it going to next?
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, it's probably Prime. I saw an article saying that Hulu is going to go away next year.
Well, I believe so. Yeah, I think it's getting absorbed, right, into.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what's the point in having it out there
Yeah.
at this? I mean, with all this other content, especially when they're doing it, free. See, Zombie says Jonathan Davis covered all the songs for the movie. Yeah, um, but the actual soundtrack has has not the bands, but the lead singers from the bands performing, except for Papa Roach, Earshot, Dry Cell, and Tricky.
Tricky. There's a name I haven't heard in a long ass time.
Tricky, 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 tricky. There's a great snowboarding game on Xbox, SSX Tricky, and once you build up your tricky meter all the way up and
Yes.
spell out the word tricky, Run DMC's Tricky starts playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. It is a great game. I love that game. I played the shit out of it. And Macy Gray did a voice on that.
Oh my God, there's another name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah. And David Arquette did a voice on it. Um, the the woman that plays um, Anouk Sunamoon in the Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
She's one of the character voices in Tricky. Um, and I believe Oliver Platt. Now I have to look this up.
Wow.
Lucy Liu, David Arquette, Macy Gray, Billy Zane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Oliver Platt, Jim Rose. Patricia Velasquez. She's the one that played Anuk Moon. And Biff Naked.
Oh, that was a band from back in the day. Buff Naked or Biff, something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you ever, I'll find some highlights from that sometime. Yeah, great game. Great game. Fun to listen to. Just fun to play. It's just one of those crazy, wacky fucking games, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the only games I play really are the trading card games. I'm so behind on that stuff. On games. I'm a little bit behind on the cards too. But
Yeah, that Chrome Black is they're kind of nice, but they they should be nicer.
yeah, it really. When I did that pack, I kind of regretted it because I mean, I didn't really get anything cool. Mm.
Yeah,
Wasn't worth the diamonds or whatever. Like,
yeah, I'm sure they're sold out of the regular packs by now.
oh yeah, that's right.
Because they had like 750,000. There was like less than 300,000 before I left work.
Oh wow. So yeah, they
Yeah,
must be.
but the iconics are the really nice ones from those.
Oh yeah, did you see the Julia? And
Yeah,
yeah, it looks so nice
moon,
with the
moon bomb.
animation. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then the ones with the 3D shapes rotating around and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I feel. I mean, I know I said similar stuff with um, New Japan collection, but I feel like when you're spending that many coins or whatever, it should be you should have some kind of guarantee for certain things.
Yeah, I mean at least with them you have the option to you kind of can go, okay, well, I'm not just not gonna you know get this one,
Right.
whereas they it's just kind of always the same shit with New Japan collection. But Zombie says Akasha's hard to beat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think what was the other movie she was in? It was Romeo Must Die or something like that with Jet Li.
Oh yeah, she was in some martial arts
Yeah.
movie, wasn't she? Or quasi martial arts.
Yeah, it's kind of a I mean it's just kind of one of those weird, you know, love story,
Yeah, yeah.
and it from what I remember is that people were saying that there was like a lot of weird like backstage um negotiations and things about like because like the script like clearly called for them to be deeply madly in love, but uh I don't think they ended up having a good love scene or anything in
But
it.
wasn't she really young?
um well, we're about to find out, aren't we? Goodness. Greatest source of information on the planet. So that came out in 2000, and Aaliyah was born in 79.
Okay, so
So,
she was like 21.
yeah. So that's not really young.
Okay.
She was really young apparently when she met R. Kelly, but
Yeah, yeah.
um oh yeah, Jesus Christ. 12. Ah!
What happened?
Sorry.
Oh, you're thinking about that.
Oh, it says at the age of 12, she was signed with Jive Records, and she was introduced to R. Kelly, who became her mentor.
Zeus, if you ever want to get into some
Yeah,
creepy stuff,
not
look
really, but
look up how old Celine Dion was when she met her future husband. It's bad. I'll just warn you, it's bad. But Zombie said, I asked Mrs. Zombie for her opinion, and Salma Hayek from Dusk Till Dawn was her option as a salad contender. Oh.
ah, yes, and she's uh, the thing that she's missing though. I mean, of course, Salma Hayek is incredibly gorgeous. I'm just talking about this character. She's kind of a throwaway character, you know. She's just kind of a. I mean, they're all kind of a throwaway vampires. None of the vampires there are really, they don't have the cachet or, they're not as regal as Akasha, of course, but yeah, she was a fantastic vampire.
I'm showing everyone your Asuka. This is what Zeus is
Oh,
working on tonight. Zeus working on some Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow.
so I'm thinking about inking this and then leaving her face blank,
Oh, interesting.
right? So I can change it in Photoshop and do different.
Oh, faces like or makeup,
Yeah,
paint.
yeah.
Yeah, that is a cool idea. Oh, I went to the wrong thing there. Let's see. No, that's the wrong. I don't want that. I want this. And yeah, I'm this. I don't know about how this is turning out so far. But this is what it looks like at the moment. I'll just see where it goes. I mean, just see how it turns out. We're just doodling, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, the there's been a lot of newer um, vampire movies, and a lot of people love 30 Days of Night.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that was it's set in Alaska, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
which it's I've said this before, but the scary thing is there's no such thing as just 30 Days of Night in Barrow, Alaska. It's
Hmm.
you know it's closer to absolutely, you know yeah, absolutely anybody can go there and be a stretch of 4 months with not a bit of sunlight.
Yeah, that sounds depressing to me.
Yeah, that's that. But that's the thing though, is most Alaskans own uh, sun lamps,
Hmm.
uh, and and uh, and tanning packages up there are expensive. So they actually should have had a few more weapons to fight the vampires. But this is what happens when the comic book writer obviously never been to Alaska, or the screenwriter or whatever. I've never read the comic, but
I forgot it was based on a comic, but it was. Yeah.
it, but yeah, it easily could have been a little bit more interesting than just kind of hide and seek and
So
all that kind of.
I joke sometimes about Adam Sandler movies. About because
Right.
there was a time Adam Sandler was making movies where he's like, "What about a remote control that can control life? Let's make a
Right.
movie about it." Like he was making movies like that for a little bit,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of I say Adam Sandler, but there are a lot of movies kind of made by Hollywood and stuff that are kind of that way. That seems like one of those kind of story ideas where they're like, we need an excuse where the vampires are always, or most of the time, can be out.
Yeah. Have like the run of the land without.
Yeah. Alaska, all right, let's do this.
Yeah. Because the way the sun works in Alaska is that winter solstice is 24 hours of complete darkness,
Mm.
right? But the it changes in increments of 5 minutes each day. So the day after winter solstice is 5 minutes of daylight, which includes all of sun up to sundown. So, you know, day one after, 5 minutes of sun. Day two, 10 minutes. Day three, 15, 20, 25.
Shoot.
Yeah. And like I said, if it's cloudy, which it frequently is in the wintertime up there, you're not going to get any sun.
When you've been to Alaska, how long of the period of times were you there?
Oh, not long.
Okay.
Just yeah, just short, like long weekend visits and things. I once was for a week.
Zombie said, I think Alice Cullen was the only good thing to come out of the Twilight series. I don't know who Alice Cullen is, so.
I have
Um,
not seen the Twilight series, but we know that you're married to a girl, Zombie, and we know that Mrs. Zombie Gebzilla definitely forced you to watch the Twilight series, and we feel bad for you.
Stephanie has never seen the Twilight series, so.
She doesn't seem like a Twilight kind of a girl.
Do what?
She doesn't seem like a Twilight
No.
kind.
My sister is way into Twilight, but yeah, I've never seen these movies. I think I've seen just little clips of them, and they always look bad. Zombie also said, "What about Mina Harker from League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?" I didn't think about her, but yeah.
The funny thing that once again, another, I think it's a pretty watchable movie. It's not great, and most people that love the comic don't like that movie. But I liked her in that. Um,
Who played her in the movie? I don't remember.
um, uh, Pedro Wilson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was the star of La Femme Nikita.
Yes, the TV series, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
because if you had cable in the 90s, then you were aware of La Femme Nikita because the ads came on during
Ron.
Raw and SmackDown, or anything on USA. Oh, hey, Ange is here.
Hey, Ange, welcome in.
She is on a 5-stream streak.
On a 5-stream streak. Ange likes Twilight fine. So, hey, we got a Twilight. Twilight, I never thought I'd something. I don't know if you know that ELO song, Twilight. Ba-da-ba-da. I don't know the lyrics, of course, because I'm bad with remembering lyrics. But
The Electric Light Orchestra?
yeah, you never heard that song?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, it's a fantastic song. But I mean,
I probably heard it, but
yeah,
I don't know it.
You know how I am. I know all kind of useless things.
I mean, that's the way we all are, though. Ange, do you have a favorite vampire? We promise we won't make fun of you for saying one of the ones from Sparkleville. I mean Twilight.
Oh, I thought of one that I really liked a lot. Barnabas Collins from the original Dark Shadows series.
Yes,
The original version, not the remakes, not the one with Johnny Depp. I mean, those are fine. The remakes and stuff are fine. The one with Johnny Depp is fine for what it is, but the original like TV series Dark Shadows, Barnabas Collins was amazing in my opinion. I love that Barnabas Collins from.
they did a Dark Shadows comic, based on the Fran Langella version.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It came out in the 90s, and in the early 90s, and my ex loved that. And then that's where she discovered the original.
Oh, cool.
Dark Shadows was from. There was comics and there was trading cards, and
oh man,
there's trading cards for everything back then.
I know. I remember a time, Zeus, that I would go to these comic book shops and these anime toy shops in Houston, and we would find like just tons of bootlegs, right? Just bootlegs upon bootlegs of all kind of stuff from Japan and this and that. But lots of old like TV and stuff as well. And I used to see the Dark Shadow stuff, like lots of bootlegs of that, but I didn't know what it was really, because it was before my time, and they didn't show it on. They didn't show it on syndication or anything when I was younger.
Yeah.
So it wasn't till 2016, somewhere in there, I saw it on Hulu. I watched it on Hulu, and I was just like, oh my god, like I think you can watch it. It might be on Tubi. It was on Tubi for one point in time, but
Tubi has great stuff.
But yeah, I really fell in love with it. There's in the 2017 album, Can You Hear Me? I have a song based off a storyline from the original Dark Shadows. Poor Maggie Evans. No. Poor Maggie Evans is the song. And it's based off the Maggie Evans storyline.
Just request that the other night?
May have. I can't remember. But yeah, if anyone ever requests Poor Maggie Evans, that's based off a storyline from Dark Shadows.
Because that was like my first random request was that. Yeah, I want to see that one.
Trying to find the lyrics. Not that anyone's gonna. Oh, was it those big bright eyes paired with that smile that resembled a sigh? Joset's gone, but there you stand, every bit her image to a certain man. Barnabas is eyeing you. Oh, poor Maggie Evans, handpicked to play the role of a ghost. Oh, poor Maggie Evans. Yeah, that was my favorite storyline from what I saw of the old Dark Shadows, was the Maggie Evans storylines. A lot of people there's a storyline where they go back in time, where one of them sort of travels back in time and stuff. But I really love the Maggie Evans storyline. Although it's kind of sad, it doesn't have a happy ending, but it's kind of sad. But
well, I mean, he is a vampire. He's
yeah.
not, you know.
Well, no, I mean, it's not sad for him. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't get what he wants, but he doesn't get killed or anything like that, of course. But you have to feel bad for the girl in this. You would just have to see it. But I'm spoiling the whole thing for people if they ever see it. But
yeah,
no one's gonna.
Well, no one's gonna remember.
Yeah, no one's gonna. And also, I know it's like however old at this point. People say you can spoil things that are XYZ old.
Well,
Let me see if it's on Tubi. I'm just curious.
Some people are soft like that, but
To me, spoiling and stuff, it just depends what you want out of the experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Some experiences aren't the same if it's spoiled, so...
I mean, there's a lot of movies and things that they kind of tell the ending at the beginning.
So let's see. There is... let's see. Also, that they do have... So on Tubi, they've got Dark Shadows. Like, you'll see it say Dark Shadows, and this is actually... It says season 1, but it's not really the start of the show. It's episode 210 is where they start, because they start with the start of Barnabas Collins. Barnabas Collins isn't there at the very start of the show. He comes in later. But yeah. So and then I think they have a thing called Dark Shadows: The Beginning. That's like the original beginning of the show. And then there's Dark Shadows, the Vampire Curse movie. I never seen that one. Dark Shadows, the Haunting of Collinwood movie. Dark Shadows and Beyond, the Jonathan Freed story. Oh, that sounds good. Master of Dark Shadows. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so if you want to get to know Dark Shadows, just head over to Tubi. You can watch some Dark Shadows for free.
Poor guy.
I don't know about this, but I'll just keep doodling. It's something to doodle.
Right.
I can always do something again, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, but Barnabas Collins, I like that a lot. Did you see the movie with Johnny Depp?
Yeah. It's like you said, it's not bad for what it is. I mean,
it's a Tim Burton movie. It's a Tim Burton movie.
It's a Tim Burton movie. It's a reboot. It's certainly better than the Willy Wonka reboot.
Yes. It's weird. I saw both of those in the theaters. The Willy Wonka reboot and the Dark Shadows. We saw that in the theaters.
Did Stephanie drag you to...
Say what?
Did Stephanie drag you into Willy Wonka?
Oh no.
You saw it on purpose?
Yeah, I mean, So back in that time, we spent so much time out when we went out. We needed
Yeah.
stuff to do. So finding a movie to watch is like, oh yeah, let's go watch a movie. You know, it was something to do. You know, now I'll tell you guys a true story. It used to be in the early years of dating. For Stephanie and I, we could make a date. I'm not even lying. We could make a date on like $20, Zeus. On $20.
Yeah.
Like if we didn't, you know, there wasn't much to do and we're just gonna be in town, we could like go get fast food and eat for about $10 or $11. Then
Right.
we could go, because our movie theater was really cheap. The one here in town, our movie theater
Yeah.
was really cheap. We could go watch a movie and get like a drink or whatever at the movies, and then the rest of the time is just walking around the stores looking at stuff or whatever. And you know, maybe I have to spend a little more, you know, for this or that, whatever. But you know,
Yeah.
so for like 20, you know, $30, something like that, you could totally have like a perfectly fine date or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, back when you know, like a Whopper meal deal used to be $4.
Yeah, or yeah, McDonald's as well. McDonald's used to be fairly cheap. A number of things. I mean, that's not saying that we ate fast food a lot, but it would sometimes, you know, you're like, oh well, you know, there's, you know, nothing really fancy to go to. It was like in that point in time, it was like, okay, let's just eat something, because sometimes it doesn't matter what you're eating. That's not as important as just eating something and talking or whatever. So
It's kind of like the when I was working security at the club, and you know, if you didn't feel like walking to the Taco Bell next door, you know, you could just eat out of the hot dog cart.
now, I mean, I think I've said before, I have not eaten Taco Bell in years and years and years. And when around the time Stephanie and I were dating, I was already in a non Taco Bell eating sort of thing. But we did go there a few times to get a drink or something if she wanted. But,
Mm-hmm.
or I would get her something to eat, but I wouldn't eat there. But yeah, I would not eat Taco Bell. I have not had Taco Bell in, you know, a really long time. I couldn't say how long it's been.
My sister just made she hasn't she's like you, she hasn't eaten Taco Bell and she doesn't even know how long. It's been more than probably 15, 20 years. But she just had a recipe for crunch wrap. Make your
Oh
own crunch
wow!
wrap. Yeah, and she's you know, she's vegan, so you know, it's a something substituted for the meat in there. But if you want to check the DMs,
Okay,
update.
let y'all see where this is going. I don't know about where it's going, but let's check. My name is Luca. I live on the second floor. Let me find the thing I'm looking for. Here we go. Oh, look. Oh, it's coming together, Zeus. I like the legs. The legs on the centipede or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Those legs are looking good.
Yeah.
Sharp. The mask looks super good. The little Oni mask.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of hers. Apparently, she sold an autographed one on the WWE shop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, but you know, she's got that crazy silver and black one. I wasn't doing that.
Oh, yeah.
the checkerboard. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
oh god, what was that dude's name in Lucha Underground in the Rabbit Tribe?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name, but I remember.
Uh,
Yes, yes. I remember. That's
Rabbit.
looking great, though.
Thank you.
That's looking great. Dun, 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 dun.
Saltadore.
Oh, okay.
Saltadore. Yeah. I miss Lucha Underground. That was such a good show.
Yes, but what a terrible direction it was going towards.
Yeah. So what's going on with this vampire?
uh,
Pedro.
so I'm trying to do this thing of this vampire in her coffin. Um,
Ah.
she's like waking up in her coffin or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm trying to make her look kind of sleepy, and
Definitely looks shocked to be woken up.
um,
I like the field of stars is the backdrop.
oh, thank you. It I actually when I was putting the spider web and the jack o' lantern onto this art setup scene, and I accidentally moved that field of stars image, so that's why it may look different than it used to. Because I accidentally moved it. Well, oh, I don't know. I don't
You know,
know.
if we're talking about vampires, vampire movies,
Okay.
uh, I mean, you got to talk about Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and
Right. Winona Ryder, Gary Oldman.
yeah, fantastic. Uh,
Visually, it's fantastic.
yeah,
Visually, it's fantastic. The music was good too. Um, I don't think it's. I personally don't think it's a great movie. But I thought it was kind of boring. uh, um, but visually, it looked amazing. It did look
hmm
amazing, like especially on like the big screen and stuff back then.
there were definitely some periods where there was some nothing going on.
Oh yeah. Um, is that a movie where you kind of go, why should we be rooting for Keanu Reeves? Like
You
Dracula
know,
seems so much cooler than his character does. Uh,
right? You know, I think a lot of the strength of people liking the character was liking Keanu Reeves.
right.
You know, if you'd have picked a stuffy British actor to play that part, I think it would have been, um, I think it would have been not as well received.
Have you seen the one from the '70s with Frank Langella as Dracula?
Yes, yes, I thought that was. I've never. I don't think I've ever been able to finish that movie.
I thought it was pretty decent, but mostly I thought Frank Langella was really good in it, I thought. But the love interest, him and the love interest had so much chemistry, even though like she was not really. I think we talked about it on the Markout Mania before. And I remember saying like I was kind of surprised. Like I didn't know the actress, but I was kind of surprised that was who they picked for the love interest because she seemed so plain, so average or something. But
Yeah.
like in terms of physical attraction, she wasn't the most attractive lady. So I thought it was kind of weird that that's who this at the time very good looking Dracula guy is going for. But him and that lady had great chemistry. Like they had great chemistry together, I thought. But a lot of the rest of the movie not so good. Just just some stuff with them
Yeah.
is good. The rest of the movie not so good. Who's that guy from the Halloween movies? Is it Donald Pleasance or
Oh yeah.
he's
Yeah.
terrible in this movie. I mean, I know he's a good actor, but he's terrible in this movie. Um, but yeah, I don't know why we're supposed to want why she would want to be with like her regular human guy, like compared to Dracula in that movie. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he was definitely suave and you know worldly and
there's supposed to be a version of Dracula from the BBC from I think the early '80s or something, and a lot of people say that it's great, but I never seen it. I think it's on, or it was on YouTube for a while. It's in multiple parts because it's like a mini series or something. But I mean, I don't know. It'd be a lot of commitment to to watch something like that. But
yeah. No, I don't know if I told you this, but my grandmother is on my mom's side. She's born in Romania.
oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was born in Romania in um, right around I think 1905.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she so Romania is part of where Transylvania was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home of the Gypsies.
Hey, don't get us cursed here,
I
okay?
won't. I won't. I won't.
um,
How long did she live there?
oh, they moved to America when she was really young. Um, Sadly, she had TB
Mm.
and uh, and she spent like a year or something in a sanitarium.
Oh no.
Yeah, because that's just what they did back then.
I can't even imagine.
Yeah. And she's a little girl, like she was like 6 years old in a fucking sanitarium with fucking crazy people. But she was amazing. I mean, she had a great life, and she taught herself how to paint when she was in her 40s.
Oh nice.
Yeah, oils,
Oh yeah.
oils, stunning freaking stunning still lifes and landscapes. I mean, she got into it, and it just you know, amazing.
If you want
Next
to,
time,
oh yeah.
I was gonna say, my next time I'm at my sister's, I should take some pictures of her stuff.
Oh yeah. If you when it comes to painting, if you want to do still lives and landscapes, you should do oils, because you're gonna have to do a lot of techniques that that you're gonna need the oils for. I know some people don't like oils because they stay wet so long, blah blah blah, but there's just techniques that you're not gonna be able to do without it being oil. So it's just not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Oil painting
Yeah.
was my area of specialization when I was in university. But I haven't painted it. I haven't painted with oils in years, like more than 20 years. Well, maybe the last time was around 2005 or so. So about 20 years. But yeah, like forever, I haven't painted in oils. Because I discovered early on, like, a little mixed media, like a little watercolor washes and some, a little watercolor wash and some ink, and then using like some thick paper, much cheaper than building canvases, and like it was just better return of investment for me in terms of business. Like it's better return of investment. So
I got those. I got those two acrylic paintings that Bean did,
oh right,
and
I'm trying
one
to
of them
remember
is
what.
the little gods, and then what's that?
Oh no, I was gonna ask which ones you got. I couldn't remember.
I got the it's he did a custom one for me of two of his little gods, his little chibi god,
Yeah,
Aztec
yeah.
gods, and then the other one was that the one of Goku riding Shenron.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, Dragon Ball that somebody was trying to buy from him for like $5 or something.
Yeah, beans prices are way too cheap. Um,
Yeah,
but I
that's why.
understand why, but
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad because
I don't really for I didn't really understand the internet art market, to be honest, cause like it just people like to set these like hard set prices and stuff, and I was just like, what is because in a gallery and stuff, you don't set it like there's not this, you don't go, oh, I want XYZ size, and oh well those paintings are XYZ price. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work.
yeah,
It doesn't work like that.
everyone different for
And
reasons.
for multiple reasons, and some of it is just like um, also you're seeing how much the gallery's taking and how much you're getting from it, and also how much is shipping, how much were materials, how much was your time, blah blah blah. I mean,
Right.
you you just come up with a lot of things, but I mean you don't have like a hard set thing. Um,
Yeah.
so to me it was weird, this concept of like, oh, you want an 8x10 portrait bust or full body action scene, black and white color, it's XYZ price, it's these set prices. I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, one of
Yeah.
those things could take a longer than the other thing potentially, depending what you're doing. Like, um, you may feel more precious about something.
Oh,
So,
I feel precious about everything.
so well, I just mean in terms of how you price it.
I know, but like I have a really hard time, selling stuff because some people were like, oh well, so and so is once 50 for something like that, and I'm like, well, go buy it from them then, man. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, but you know,
Right.
if you want a original, you know, Jim Lee that he's charging $25,000 fucking dollars, you know,
If they,
and
they
that's
want
just
original
because he's so
Jim Lee,
popular.
yeah, they're gonna have to spend some cash.
Literally, his convention sketch price is 25 grand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got the name to demand those prices.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And I mean, it's you know, some you were talking about inks. I used to love those inks that were out in the late 80s. I mean, they're probably out probably all through the 80s, but they kind of went by the wayside. I loved them. Um, I think they were like English made or something like that, but I loved using those different colors, and I want to say something like Windsor or something like
oh,
that.
Windsor, yeah, yeah. Was it
Right.
Windsor Newton? No, Windsor Newton's paint, but Zombie said, off topic, just wanted to make sure it was alright for me to drop my stuff in Alt U channel on Discord, or if it's reserved for your creations, in which case I apologize for that post the other day. You must apologize! Hold on, I'm gonna, let me see, bow! I'm trying to think of a Muhammad Ali promo. Bow to the, never mind. No, yeah, that's fine, Zombie. That's fine. That's totally fine. Feel free to post your AI music tunes there. No problemo at all. No problemo at all, amigo. That's cool. I thought it was pretty good. The song you posted, I liked it. I thought it was
Windsor Newton Inc. is what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so Windsor Newton. Okay, Windsor Newton's still around, but I know them primarily from paint. I don't think I've ever used their ink.
Yeah,
But,
they
well, I can't say that.
yeah
I may have, but
they come in little glass jars with a black cap.
oh, okay, yeah. And when I was in school, I did use the black ink
Yeah.
for school. Yes, yes.
Um,
It had like a little squeeze thing, that come out.
no,
Oh, okay.
no, like it's like a kind of a fat square
Oh,
bottom, uh, little tiny jar.
there are these little glass bottles we would have, and you'd unscrew the thing, and it'd have kind of like a little squeeze thing with
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
have
tube
like
thing.
drop and have
Yeah,
the
dry.
squeeze dropper in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I used those a lot in high school and college, and then I discovered, the barrel markers.
Hmm.
That changed a lot, and that was when I would do my pieces in. I would draw it in pencil, right, and
Yes.
then I would go in. Then I would go in and color it with the marker, and then I would go in with black ink on top of the marker.
Oh wow.
Because if you try to do black inks over top of, or if you try to do marker over top of the black inks, it would bleed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, there's one of the ones I let get away was the picture I drew of the Steiner brothers I did it in that fashion, and it looked so good too because I did their tights and those bright
Oh yeah,
mark
yeah, yeah.
and they're like Rick Steiner is throwing the clothesline on Ric Flair as Scott Steiner is belly to back suplexing him.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Did
Right?
did you ever take a picture or anything like that of it?
I drew it. I drew it and I had it in my sketchbook. And then WCW came to town. And I took it with me in my posters, and I had somebody take it to the back to give it to him. And I should have made a color copy of it. And that was one of the learning lessons I had about giving away my stuff because I messed up, like, because like I've never given a wrestler my original
Right.
except for them. They were the first and the last that I only gave an original to.
Oh,
Because I forgot to, I didn't forget, but I should have done that. But yeah, then in 1997 at Fall Brawl, the Steiner brothers used that move on Harlem Heat to win the match.
oh wow.
And it was so cool because I was there with my friend Weird Dave and when they hit it, I jumped up and I was like, "That's my move! They used my move!"
They knew you were there because you're super
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah, sixth row. I mean, they did it, and the crazy thing is, the way I saw them do it is exactly the way I drew it.
They knew you were there.
Like you could not, like, if I showed you, you wouldn't believe it. You'd be like, "There's no way you were sitting where you were sitting and saw them do that move just like that."
Right.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna start inking this.
Let's see. Here's where we are at the moment on this thing. Let's see. Zombie, you said he wrote those lyrics when he was in high school and just dug them out like 25 years later. Oh wow. Marker isn't as black ink either. Yeah. Look. Oh, thank you. I don't know about how it's looking, but it's something. I'm just doodling.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The like when I'm doing, like when I was doing that that leopard, you know, just like my comic book stuff, draw it in pencil and then I ink it. And I like, I like my Stadlers. I like my Stadlers. I'm gonna give these microns a whirl on this one. They're pretty nice too. Jay, that's all Jay uses, microns.
Oh, cool.
And but yeah, India ink is the darkest ink. But magic marker, like the Sharpie ink, it gives you good blacks too. It gives you good coverage. I was actually using one just like the one you're using right now, Pedro. I was using one of those yesterday on that leopard, but on the bigger areas, I would hit it with the the full, the regular Sharpie.
Right. That's how you do it.
Well, Zombie, the only way to art is to art. You have to do it, and that's all it takes, because you can art as much or as little as you want, man.
You wish you could art. You didn't do much more than comic strip style stuff in college based on my friends and our conversations. Hey, I mean, let me see how I can put this. Too many people judge like the things they do, um, like they're comparing it to like almost pro level, work or something. And you don't have to be. Just have fun with whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it being this or that level. Just have fun with it. But if people want to get good at something, there's only one way to do it, and that is repetition. Repetition. This is music. This is art. This is writing. This is anything. Repetition. And over time, you just accumulate like skills and stuff. And knowledge. You can study too. I mean, not everyone's crazy about putting in the studying time into stuff, but I think it's important and good to have the education for things as well, because it makes it easier to get to places mentally. When you have the mental tools and stuff, it's just easier to get to places. When I work on music, some people have been surprised how fast I can write music or how fast I can learn music. And it's not because I have this God-given, someone sprinkled magic dust on me or something. It's just repetition and studying when I was younger. And I just have it in here and I can just get to places really fast. Because you just know the patterns and the formulas. We'll just call it like formulas in a way. You just know the things, so you can just get there. So, but yeah. You said Mrs. Zombie and you painted some miniatures at a local art studio last winter. Oh, that sounds fun. The thing you were talking about with your friend and the AI art. I mean the AI music. Yeah, the AI music is interesting.
Because you've done some.
Yeah, I put some out like every week on my YouTube channel. But it's interesting what I've been doing over the summer. I've been taking my original recordings and uploading them and having it covered in various styles through the AI. And so it's interesting hearing my songs played by like different things.
Yeah.
But not everyone can do that. I know, like not and something I started doing is I would just write a song and I'll demo it and then feed it into the Suno and have it make the generations and stuff. And I know not everyone can do that thing. But I don't know how to feel about it. Is where like I mess around with the AI more because I find it fascinating. There are things the AI will do. This isn't just music. This is with the art, especially like with the AI art, Zeus. It will just do things that are just so fucking bizarre. I mean, it will just do the strangest fucking things. And for some reason, I just find it fascinating. Like you just put something in there, and you're like, how did it come up with this? Like, I almost said retarded, but just almost like an absurd, like impossible, like sort of goofy thing. And you're just like, how could they get a thing so wrong?
Yeah.
But I find some of the things I've seen some people doing AI for art and music, and they've got some interesting attitudes about it where it's like they think they're like legit musicians and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'm like, can you play an instrument? If you can't play an instrument and you can't sing, then you're not a musician.
Here's another thing I'll add to that. If you can't read music,
Like,
At least in your head,
right,
right? You may not know what all of the notes are, but if you don't understand the language of music.
right. Well, so I studied a lot of music, so I know a lot of formal stuff, right?
Right.
But there are so many people who've made amazing music through the years who don't know any sort of formal stuff whatsoever, that I can't say you have to know music to be a musician. But you have to at least mechanically be able to play an instrument and mechanically sing. You have to be able to at least perform the thing. Um, um, but I mean, I've seen some people talk about their stuff as if they think they're John Lennon and Paul McCartney, that they're Brian
Yeah.
Wilson and the Beach Boys, that they're and I'm just like, you just type some prompts into the thing, and
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
I'm not saying
You're yeah.
there is a thing to it. There's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of kind of editing that goes into it, like putting stuff in, seeing what comes out, and just kind of a long process of generation and elimination and editorial sort of thing to figure out what you want. So I'm not saying there's not like effort and energy that goes into what they're doing, but I'm saying
Right.
it's not the same thing. Like when I'm writing music out of my head, and I'm like literally writing the music and the lyrics and this, and then I'm recording it myself. I'm playing all the instruments and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's just a different thing. To me, they're not comparable sort of things. And also when you're a songwriter, most songwriters end up having style. You have basically like, it depends on the songwriter, but most songwriters at the most have legit about a dozen original songs. The rest of your music is going to be some variation of those dozen songs. There might be some difference. There might be, a different sort of a thing here or there. But for the most part, it's going to be some variation. On the songs you have, on those dozen sort of songs that you kind of everyone goes to. I'm guilty of that myself. I say guilty, but it's just a thing of being a songwriter. You just sort of develop your own language at some point in time, for how you're going to tell your stories.
Oh wow. Zombie playing a stand-up bass
Oh, nice. Nice,
in
Zombie.
the wow.
So I see, yeah, Zombie's a musician.
He's trying to pull a Gordon Sumner and be Sting.
In some ways, this may sound crazy. Stuart Copeland might be the most impressive musically out of the Police. He is the drummer. Have you seen
Yeah.
some of the classical music he did post the Police?
Yeah, his catalog is incredible. I mean, he's done some movie scores too, right?
He did a number of film scores, but he also just wrote classical music. He just wrote outright a bunch of classical music. So, yeah, I mean, he's really amazing in a way, because you wouldn't think that, you're like, oh, he's a drummer, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, the what's his name? Andy, the guitarist.
yeah, Andy Sumner.
Yeah, he's the one that kind of he was the one that suffered the most from the breakup of the Police.
And going into the Police, he was the oldest member.
Yeah.
And he he was the only one who had actually sort of done, sort of like he'd done, sort of session work and all that kind of stuff. He had some kind of, professional career or whatever before going into it. But he was a good guitar player. He did so much cool sort of trying to fill up the space with all these effects and sort of arpeggios and blah blah blah, arpeggio riffs and things, but he could play like a lot of jazz sort of guitar, but you're right, he didn't have like Sting has the songwriting. Stuart Copeland, his father was a famous musician and composer and stuff, so he just branches off into that. So
yeah, but he said, I remember he said, when they did what was it, Wrigley Field?
Yeah.
And after they were done, Sting's like, yeah, it doesn't get any better than this, guys. That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, maybe we don't have to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had the least career of the three of them. That's for certain.
Yeah.
Zombie said he got an electric bass in middle school, played in the pit band for the high school drama club, but mostly just kind of noodled, made your own stuff instead of learning how to play songs. Bach's Brandenburg concertos are still one of my all-time favorite compositions, and you can play classical gas and guitar. Zombie, this was back in the 90s. I went to a guitar store once, and the guy working there was he was all like, no one knows how to read music, and I was like, oh, I can read music, and he was like, oh yeah, and he opens up he's like, play this, and it was some classical music bit, and I started doing like classical guitar, and he was just like, what? He's like, you can read music? Because back then, a lot of people, when I was learning how to play guitar and stuff, a lot of my friends and peers and stuff, none of them knew technical stuff. They just knew tablature. They all just knew tablature. None of them would like study music and all this. I wanted to know how it worked because I always did. When I was around 9, when my oldest sister, taught me how to read music, and I've been playing in choir, but for some reason I didn't really pick it up from singing in choir. But she sort of sat down and explained how this worked, and then I just thought, like, as soon as I figured out sort of how it worked, I just started writing music just immediately just started writing music. So it's just one of those things I was doing for a long time. Let's see, you love playing fingerstyle guitar, just something about the vibe. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did I ever that there was a show on public TV, and it was these young British musicians, and they were teaching people how to play like rock.
Oh, interesting. No, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, they were all British, and I want to say it was a black guy that was teaching about how to play a bass, and I'll never forget watching it, and he was teaching you how to pluck the bass and thump the bass.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And my brother, he taught guitar at the local community college for a number too. Yeah. He got in his electronics degree there, but he he played guitar, and um, he had several bands and stuff. He's still. I'm trying to get him to start streaming.
Oh, cool.
But
That would be cool.
yeah, um, there there was a couple times where um, he had some really good tracks here and there. Um, he could play anything. I mean, I used to just hang out in the basement with him, and we do we do homework together. I'd be doing my eighth or ninth or 10th grade homework, and he'd be doing his college electronics stuff, and then sometimes he'd play guitar, and he had a great vinyl collection too.
I mean, having a great vinyl collection's a great thing. It's a great thing to have.
Yeah, he had the peach crates too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, had peach crates full of them. Um, and I don't know if I told you, like he knew his records so well. One time, like I my friend Beetle wanted to copy uh, my brother's Heart album onto cassette, and I had one of those all in one stereos you could do
Mm-hmm.
that with. And the record was playing on the top. We turned the display volume down so it wasn't, you couldn't hear it.
Right.
But my brother walked by, and he just glanced. He's like, oh, he's like, bring me back my Heart album when you're done with
Which album was it?
it. The one where they're the the gypsies on the front.
The Gypsies are on the front.
They're dressed like gypsies on the front
Oh man,
on the cover.
now I gotta look this up.
Had to be mid '80s, I think.
I have, I have two, I have two or three copies of one specific Heart album.
Little Queen.
Little Queen. Okay.
Yeah,
I have like two or three copies of Dreamboat Annie. Okay, Little Queen was from the 70s. They had
yeah,
Barracuda.
yeah.
Nice. What was on Dreamboat Annie? I'm trying to remember. Magic Man, Crazy on You. I'll go crazy on you. I'll go
Uh, my
crazy. Yes.
my sister saw him in concert, I believe, in Houston when she was living in Humboldt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where they used to do the training. It was like a school for the for Continental Airlines, and she and Patty lived in Humboldt for, I want to say, maybe a year or less.
A Zombie has dropped some original music. It's not AI. It's just um,
Oh,
says a few things he recorded of himself that he didn't hate. How do you manage that? By the way, recording yourself and not hating the results. Um, I mean, I don't know. I've been writing original music for so many decades at this point. You know, it's funny that I do so many covers now because I used to not do very many covers at all when I was younger. It was the focus was always on my original music because I wanted to conquer the world when I was younger, and but yeah,
now we just don't want the world to conquer us.
no, who knows, who knows? It's the world's an interesting place at the moment. I guess it's always been an interesting place. I try to distract myself as much as possible from the world.
Which explains our obsession with pro wrestling.
Yeah, I guess so. I was I was asking you and what's it called? You and James about what stuff y'all been watching and stuff because I was making a little graphic for the show tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Cause I have to be a little more extra about things going forward because of the partnership thing, but I have to have thumbnails and things ready to go. But when I was seeing the stuff y'all were writing, and I was like thinking, I haven't watched anything.
Yeah.
I just don't get to watch anything. It makes me sad because I love watching horror movies in October. I love watching horror movies in October. I don't get to anymore. It just I have to make decisions like am I going to get more sleep, or am I going to sacrifice sleep to work on something, or sacrifice sleep to, I don't know, watch something? And then if I'm watching something, see, then I have to justify it. I can't just watch something for watching something. It has to have it has to be, you know, back in the early years of doing the Markout Mania with y'all, I'd be like, well, I'm going to watch this stuff for the show, right? It's like, I'm going to watch this stuff for the show or something like that. But now it's like, do I want to get more sleep? You know, I often, that's what I do. I get more sleep like in the morning or something because I just need more sleep.
Yeah. I roll out of bed and make my coffee and go.
Well, yeah, in the mornings, so I have to wake up by 5 on the weekday mornings. I have to wake up by 5. I have to get up. I have to do some stuff for my dad and then some stuff for my sister, and then by 6 I can go back to bed usually, and then good night, Ange. Thanks for hanging out a bit, Ange. I hope you're doing okay, Ange. And then by 8 or so I have to be up because I have to get my dad up and stuff. So I have to start getting some things going. And yeah, I don't know.
If you check the chat.
Oh, we got an update. Hey,
Yeah.
An update.
Now I think I'm ready to start inking.
I don't know why I'm doing WWE music.
Right.
It's like Coliseum home video. Oh wow! Look at that. That is looking fantastic. I'm loving the legs on the centipede. Like, that's the thing sticking out to me the most. I'm loving those details.
So what I'm thinking about doing is just, everything from her hand down in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have that just black.
Okay.
And I've got like the edges of her robe, the drape, like the drape fabric, to kind of close that off there.
Yeah, it looks amazing, Zeus. I'm so in love with the mask. The mask is just amazing.
Yeah.
You added did you add more details to the horn? Because it looked like you added more details to the horns.
A little bit. Yeah. I've darkened up something, cleaned up the mask face a little bit, everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
yeah, that's looking fantastic.
So,
you killing it, Zeus. You're killing it.
Yeah.
You're killing it.
Good. Yeah, and then it was really funny too because one guy that played, I think it was the guy that played bass guitar in my brother's last band. We ended up working at the wine distributor together.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny because I don't even know how my brother found the other two guys from they were in the band, but yeah, we worked together at one of the wine distributors.
I may have to look at this closely because I can't see. So I just see my head disappear.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll wait to do the ruler work till I'm off the air.
You know,
'Cause
I've
I
seen
can't see.
you know, like John Byrne and there's a lot of comic book artists that have you know, one of those lights, you know, desk lamp
Right.
that you know that's got a magnifying glass.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, maybe you should think about investing in one of those.
I don't know. I don't know about it.
Let's look
Oh
it up.
no. Tasty formats B. Cheap viewers. I don't think so.
I got you. I got him. I got him. Delete. Ban. Yeah. See ya.
See.
What on me? Be like Nino Brown.
um.
Bullshit runs the marathon and drop him off a bridge. So, so
Yes.
you know the movie New Jack City, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's loosely based on Frank Lucas, right? Who was a
Okay.
real drug lord. The movie American Gangster with Russell Crowe um and Denzel Washington is it's a biopic about Frank Lucas and the guys that were after him in the 70s and 80s.
Oh, okay.
He was a heroin um, uh, dealer in New York and New Jersey, and he'd been buying uh, all of his heroin from the Italian mob. But then he went to Vietnam and started getting it straight from the the people making it.
Oh.
And yeah, and so he ended up getting pure product, and he had connections in the military, and the military was actually bringing him his heroin.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Um and and the the guy that ended up bringing him down was this cop, and the cop and his crew, they could not be bought, right?
Right.
These guys had integrity for days, like they literally could not be bought. And I just saw a show um, on Netflix called Drug Lords, and they actually interviewed Frank Lucas.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and because what happened to him is he ended up, you know, getting busted and everything, and he ended up kind of turning state's evidence um, to help uh, to help the state crack down on crime and everything, right?
Right.
And he ended up going to a boxing match. The reason he got kind of found out, he went to a boxing match wearing his fucking chinchilla coat and hat, right? And it drew a lot of attention because, like, here's this guy, this black man at a really swanky, big heavyweight boxing match, and dressed like this, you know, uh, and so that's kind of how they, he started becoming, known, and but he was from Greensboro, North Carolina,
Oh, wow.
right? Crazy, crazy world.
It's making me think about The Wire a little bit. But, well, no, that's based off different stuff. But
Yeah, but they also did they did an episode on Pablo Escobar, and they actually interviewed the former president of Colombia in
oh,
that.
wow. Really?
Yeah, yeah, one of the ones that actually survived uh, Pablo, because he killed two of them. He killed two of them in a I think he killed one or two in a guy that was on his way to being president, and then the guy that Gavidia, he ends up becoming president. He was like he wasn't even wanting to run, but after he'd been the campaign advisor for the guy who was about to win it, or had just won it, and Pablo had him gunned down, but his family kind of nominated him, so he went ahead and did it. And he was, but it was pretty interesting talking to or listening to him speak about the way things were, because that shit was a frightening time back then. And then they did an episode on the Cali cartel, which is the cartel from another part of Colombia that took over where Pablo left off, and they actually made an even bigger empire.
Oh, wow.
Before they were taken down, right? And they they were pressuring government not to let them be extradited to the United States, and so they end up they were going to turn themselves in.
Oh.
Yeah, for a lighter sense, they were going to get to keep their businesses and their money,
Huh.
and they were going to spend, like, I don't know, 5-6 years in a Colombian minimum security prison. The two brothers and their close associates, and the oldest brother, Gilberto, he ended up in a prison in North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he just died, like, in, like, I don't know, it's like 2018 or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like Gilberto Rodriguez Ajuela. He died in 2022.
Oh, wow. Not that long ago.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, in Butner, North Carolina, where he died in the prison there. He got 30 years for conspiracy to import cocaine, 7.5 years for money laundering, and forfeited his $2.1 billion in assets. And he probably had a lot more money than that. That was probably all they could get a hold of between his businesses and homes and everything. But that's the thing too. I mean, it's like Pablo. Pablo had so much. He had so much money. They were just burying it. They were putting it in containers and burying it in fields.
Mm.
Oh, I like how that's coming along, Pedro.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. It's something. I don't know why I gave her Minmay boots, but I gave her Minmay boots. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see.
Yeah.
I was looking up something on Netflix earlier today because I heard about some movie called.
Watch Narcos yet?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
I'm telling you, you watch that first episode of Narcos. If you watch that first episode and you don't love it, if you don't go, if you don't say I absolutely love this, I got to see what happens next, then you'll never love it.
Right.
Right. Because it's a great first episode, and it sets the tone for that whole 10-episode first season.
Mm.
You know.
Oh, I was looking up some Indonesian horror films on Netflix because it's something I saw. It was something I saw online, and I was like, oh, they really do have a lot of those films on there. But yeah, they have a pretty mixed reviews, pretty mixed reviews to put it kindly, for some of those films.
Did you ever watch that Iranian shark movie?
No, what was it called?
Hang on. It is called Mako.
Mako. No, I haven't seen it. What was it on? Do you remember?
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix. Okay.
Yep.
Let me add it to the list. I have a huge list of stuff I've never seen on Netflix. It's just on my list.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wait, what's your pickup line?
Mako. Oh, I see it. Suspenseful creature feature. Sharks. Let me see what all is on my list. What was Culinary Class Wars? That's on my list. Escape at Dannemora is on my list. And it says leaving soon. Just like you said. My Happy Marriage, Somebody Feed Phil, From Me to You, Saki K, Kuriko's Basketball, Six Nations, Full Contact, Romantic Killer, Cobra Kai. Oh, Cobra Kai was for my brother because he used to watch through my Netflix. But I don't. This may be unpopular opinion. I don't care for the Cobra Kai thing. I couldn't get into it.
I remember watching it on YouTube because the first season was premiered on YouTube.
Right.
And I just thought it was boring as fuck.
Yeah. I just don't. Extraordinary Attorney Woo, The Queen of Villains, which I will never finish. Japanese Tales in the Macabre, Comey Can't Communicate, Cells at Work, Zom 100, Midnight Diner, Marianne, Akuma-kun, Great Pretender, El Conde, The Way of the House Husband, The Antisocial Network, High Score Girl, Incantation, Wild Wild Country, Mask Girl. I did watch Mask Girl. I don't know why it's still on here because I did watch that. Street Food Asia, Muscles and Mayhem, an unauthorized story of American gladiators. Did not watch that one. Killer. I did watch Killer Sandy. From Me to You, the live action one. I did watch some of that. I didn't finish it. God Troubles Me. Devil in Ohio. I don't remember Devil in Ohio. Do you or?
No.
K-Food Show, A Nation of Broth. No, didn't see that.
Did you watch the Dracula miniseries?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's like 6 or 8 episodes.
Words bubble up like soda pop. Midnight Asia, Deep Fake Love. I think they just had one season of that.
What's that?
That was a hilarious show. It's a Spanish reality TV show, but some of the stuff they had on there were just absolutely hilarious. Heavenly Bites Mexico, Chicken Nugget, Rickamuka's Theme Park Adventure. What is some of the shit I have on here? Why Didn't I Tell You a Million Times? Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, If I Hadn't Met You, Unknown Origins, Korean Cold Noodle Rhapsody, Korean Pork Belly Rhapsody. I got a lot of cooking stuff on here I've never seen. Prembone, Blazing Transfer Students, Diablero, Manhunt, Agnipath, Mako. Oh, and The Third Eye. Okay, so yeah, there's a number of things I have not seen that's on my list. But, hey, I want to thank Zeus for hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see how the Asuka progresses in the future. I don't know what'll happen with this. We'll see. I'll try to mess with it some more. I'm not sure what I think about it, but we'll see. Let's see. I'm gonna find somebody to raid here in a bit. I want to thank Zombie for hanging out.
And Ange.
And Ange as well. Ange for stopping by.
And Ange.
And Ange.
Stop.
Let's see. Let's see. I'm just gonna go to a DJ. I'm gonna go to a DJ. We're gonna go to Kimball Collins. I'll let people enjoy some music.
Are they on tonight?
Say what?
Is Kimball on tonight?
Yes. He's got a hype train going on. He's at.
Oh wow.
Thanks for hanging out, amigos. Everyone have a great weekend. Tomorrow morning it's Markout Mania. Oh, it didn't work. I see. I thought I was rating, but it did not work. I typed the wrong name. We got the Markout Mania going on tomorrow morning on YouTube. The VOD for this will be out next week. The VOD from the 26th of September with Zeus and I will be out tomorrow morning. Everyone, take care.
Right.
Adios.
Oh.